What is up, you guys? Pongroomproductions coming back at you with another movie review, and we are going to review Dumb Money. We just got done seeing it at movies, AMC. Um, Mike, what'd you think of the movie?
What did I think of the movie? Let's see. It was good. Kind of what I expected. The previews, the trailers give a good impression of the movie. It was funny. It was cool. Good actors. As you can tell by the way I'm talking about it, it didn't make a huge impression. You want me to give my number straight up out the back,
Yeah,
out the
straight up,
gate?
right out the gate. What's your 1 to 10 overall?
I know I'm always hitting on this number, but I got to go 6. I'm
6?
always around 6. Yeah.
Okay.
But to me, that's it's like funny. Like my wife was saying, like that's a failing grade, and I'm like, no, it's better than average. 5 is like average in the way I
Yeah,
look at it. So
yeah.
better than average.
If you score below, if you get a 5 or below here at Palmer Productions,
Then it's bad.
Then it's bad.
5 or below.
we-
Yeah.
yeah.
Even 5 is like not too shabby, but like
We're gonna go
5 is not great.
Yeah, from 6 to 7.5, it's gonna be
Decent.
decent, and then 8 and above, of course, is like we recommend it. So
Right. So, I can't say I recommend. I'm settling in on a 6. Decent movie. Ooh.
you really gotta like stocks and be interested in what happened because everything
Yeah.
was relatively recent. Only about 2 years ago
Yeah.
was the true story of
It's
what
a
was
David
going
and
down.
Goliath kind of movie.
Yeah, it's
story.
It's the elite, the
Little
big,
guy versus big guy.
Yeah. If you're familiar with what happened, it's basically the GameStop. Hold the line and Reddit and the social media aspect of the connectivity of the internet and yada yada. And basically, like what we're doing with these mics and reviewing the movie. So, like I was just telling him before we started the cameras, it's like fourth wall breaking because when you watch this movie, they're showing people, going live with their phones and
Right.
GoPro cameras, and
Yeah, it's
they
pretty
got their
cool.
own little setup, and it's like how you can just connect and share information. But I give it I give it a 6 also. I liked the movie. I knew what I was going into. It was going to be kind of slow burn, very information driven. Like you kind of got to know. Like I'm not just going to bring someone who knows nothing about stocks, never know like what's the GameStop stock, what happened. And it's like this movie's not for you.
They do a lot of they kind of explain it as you're going along. They really do try to like, give the background, and they even explain what GameStop is sort of, and like short selling, short squeeze. I mean, I didn't quite understand all the
The
terms.
terminology.
But I kind of get the gist. They bid it up,
Yeah.
and then Wall Street saw they were getting rich, and it was messing there up, the short sale and all that. And then they quashed it. They played dirty and they quashed it.
Yeah. Basically, when anyone buys into a stock, no financial advice, disclaimer or whatever, like the one guy said, disclaimer right here. When anyone buys a stock, the value goes up. When more people buy it, the value goes up for everyone who bought it low, and then it's worth more. And then, of course, when you go and sell it, it goes down. So the people who hold on to it aren't as rich if they
Yep.
bought a lot.
Sure.
That's basically the up and down of it. Yeah, they. What do you think? Do you think in real life they actually artificially just totally said no in terms of like no more buying? Because they did kind of stop.
They did.
It was
They
Robinhood.
said, yeah, it was
Yeah.
the Robinhood app,
Yeah.
and they put pressure on them. And I don't quite understand. I don't know the law if what they did was illegal, but they do show in the end. This is a spoiler review, right?
Yeah.
They show in the end that whatever they did, they got away with it.
Yeah.
There was like a lawsuit; it was dismissed. The SEC, Securities Exchange Commission,
Didn't do
investigated. They did nothing.
It was like a horse and pony show. Like
the big shots got away with it.
Yeah.
Shocking development. The rich and the powerful got away with it.
but
right?
a few people made money. It's all about
Yeah.
And they showed what I liked about the movie is they showed everyone's net worth, and it was like negative this.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
I like that too.
And then a couple people had some money. Some people were just flat, even broke. Some people were even like they showed the nurses and the students like, if you're a nurse, you have a good job, you get paid a lot, I think.
Well,
for
they
the
kind of
most
said
part.
68,000 is what
Yeah.
they said. I
Yeah.
think you can make more than that as a
Yeah,
nurse,
some
but it
depending,
depends on where you
depending.
are, I guess.
I'm
Yeah,
not a nurse,
yeah.
but yeah, I always thought
Hmm.
nurses made good money, but
It's good money, but it is hard
her,
work,
yeah,
though. Yeah,
and they showed the nurse in the movie was holding strong. It's still negative, like 14,000 at the end, and she was
yeah.
up like what 250,000
Something like
when
that,
she went
yeah.
on
Because
her
she was saying she could.
vacation.
She was the example of someone who
Hmm.
should have got out.
Yeah,
They should have got out.
that's the whole argument behind the free market. It's like, you could sell, and they stuck to their
But then
principle.
yeah, they stuck to the principle.
Yeah,
But if everyone holds on, then it gains value.
yeah,
But once people start selling, then it's like a
like a domino effect.
domino effect, and then it loses value and all that stuff, and
Um,
you lose your ass.
I thought the movie did a good illustration of how like the one guy grows into a millionaire, and of
Hmm.
course, anyone who gets a million, a couple $1 million, it's very good money. You can totally back out and then use that and grow with it, and you're set. But even when they were going down, like they were going, oh, we're rich, what do we do here? And then you go to the next guy, and it's like they're billionaires. They don't even, like, it's not even, they're upset with a glass of wine going, yeah, we lost a
Right.
billion today.
I
And
know.
then you cut back, it's like they're jumping up and down going, we're millionaires versus, then
Yeah.
it's like they just illustrate the difference between, like, there's a large gap between millionaires and billionaires, because they weren't even like
They're
really,
like masters of the universe. They
yeah,
call them.
they weren't even
All
like
that
shaking in
stuff.
their boots.
Yeah.
Let's go right into rewatchability. Rewatchability is going to score pretty low because this movie was pretty dry. It had some humor, but I thought it was going to be a little bit more entertaining in terms of, like, if you watched The Big Short, they had some interesting takes. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They did like the famous Margot Robbie cutscene where she's in a bathtub, and they're like, because it's super boring and dull with all the terminology, they're like, here's something fancy to explain it. So, but none of that. This movie was pretty crude too. A lot of f bombs, a lot of dirty jokes.
Right. Right.
They kind of captured the Reddit,
Internet,
yeah,
the whole
the
internet,
internet
Reddit
experience,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Rewatchability, I'm gonna give this a 3 rewatchability.
That's low.
That's pretty low. I think it's a one and done for me. I just watched it because I knew it would be interesting, because
Yeah.
I knew of the Robinhood stock stuff, and I
Yeah.
knew it was like, all right, it's gonna go up and then down, and then people are gonna. I knew all that stuff was gonna basically happen, and just to watch the movie on the actual facts was
Yeah,
interesting.
I only glanced at the headlines and read a little bit, like I had a little understanding of what happened,
Yeah.
so I wanted to see it, like, explained in a movie or
Hmm.
dramatized. It seemed like a really good idea.
Yeah.
Rewatchability for me, I'm gonna say 3. I think that's a
3.
good number. 3, yeah.
We're
The only way I would see it again is if someone dragged me, like said they really wanted
yeah.
to see it and they wanted me to come and see it too. I'd be like, okay, fine, but
Um,
that's it.
it was a pretty short movie though. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
it was nice and short.
About
Yeah,
an hour 30, hour 40.
hour 45, I think it
Yeah.
was something like that. Yeah.
Movies should start going back, to that, like, 1 hour 30-minute time frame. And we almost saw
90
Expendables
minutes.
4. Thank goodness we didn't.
We'll probably end up seeing it.
We'll
Though.
see.
We'll probably end up seeing it.
We
What
have
is that
to.
long? I didn't see what the
I just
length
heard
is
it
on
was very bad.
They're
Very
all
bad.
bad, dude. They're all
I heard
bad.
this
The
one's
Expendables are
the
all
worst.
terrible.
The
It's
worst.
a hate watch. Yeah.
We're gonna really crap all over that one. I was gonna say the S
I want to
word.
start talking about it now, but we'll wait until we see it. Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a pretty quick one. We'll wrap this up. Give it one watch if you were interested in GameStop, or if you've ever shopped at GameStop and kind of like the idea. All games are going digital now, which is a convenience thing. Stores, and they even touched on COVID and the mall aspect of, like,
Hmm.
everything's kind of like a wasteland now.
Yeah.
Things are bouncing back though,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
These are kind of back to normal-ish.
yeah, there's people going out now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, watch it once, maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe, if you're into that sort of thing. I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend this. That's all.
Yeah. Would I recommend it?
Yeah, would you?
That's a good question. Only if someone's like, it would be a qualified recommendation. Like, are you interested in the story?
Right.
Then yeah, see it.
Right.
But as just a movie, I would just be like, whatever, do whatever you want. I
yeah.
can't recommend it.
Have fun.
I'm okay with whatever you do.
Whatever
you
you
know?
do, I'm okay with.
I'll support your decision.
All right, guys, comment down below what your favorite stock is.
Yeah.
All
How's
right.
GameStop doing?
Yeah. All right, guys. See ya.